What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You know what it is. Alright, so we have so this video is going to be about Anthony Joshua, the upcoming matchup for the rematch with Anthony Ruiz, where he lost his unified titles, and necessarily his mind state and the state of mind that he necessarily needs to be in. Okay, so Mike Tyson took to hot box with Mike, and he's always been a stand-up guy and a fan of Anthony Joshua, a true fan of Anthony Joshua, and always says what's on his mind, and has never been one to shy away from the truth, no matter what platform he's on, what he's doing in life. His word is his bond, and basically, like Scarface says, you know what I mean? All I have in this world are my balls and my word, and I don't break them for nobody. Okay, so let's just, I'm going to pull up what exactly Mike Tyson had to say. I'm going to read it over, and then, we're going to talk about that. So let's just go ahead and get into it. This is the Two Hands Up show. Okay, so here's the first thing Mike says. His mind's got to be right. He's got to dedicate his life to doing this. His mind's got to be right. He's got to dedicate his life to doing this. He's got to stay away from himself. When we go training, we go away in the mountains. We're staying away from ourselves and our thoughts. In the mountains, away from everybody, just the animals in the woods and stuff. You're facing demons alone. If you guys watch my channel on a consistent basis, you will know that ever since the day of the loss, I said Anthony Joshua should go to a place like Big Bear, California, which is up in the mountains. You're surrounded with nature, has a low population of people. You have the ability to focus, think, free yourself, become one with nature, become one with the spirits, get in touch with your ancestors, whatever it is that you believe in, and to make sure that your body and your mind is tact. And also, you do a lot of upper elevation training, which means focusing on endurance, stamina, getting your weight down, and then that way when you come down to a lower elevation and you train on the lower end, you're refreshed, you've had a spiritual retreat, you've got to silence out everything, and you've got to work on all of your flaws, and that way that you are mentally solid and you are prepared for whatever task is going to come your way that night. So no matter what trouble you're in that ring, you'll be able to adjust and be able to come back and be the type of person you need to be in that ring. So that's why being, mentally strong is the most important thing. And also just getting away from everything, getting away from the bullshit of the media, just getting away from what everybody has to say and just focusing on you, focusing on what you do best. And that way you and your team are one, y'all are intact. So that way going in on the fight night, you've got every ability to solve every problem that comes in that ring. And no matter what Andy Ruiz comes in that night, you're going to be able to best that Andy Ruiz. So Mike Tyson, the first thing he mentioned is the mind, and that's a very good thing, to start with, because the mind is everything. No matter how physically strong Anthony Joshua is, no matter how many fucking weights he can fucking bench press, no matter what he can do that is just fucking astounding in training, it doesn't matter if you are mentally weak. So we know that after the loss, Anthony Joshua, conducts himself very well as a champion. So that just lets me know that he has a very solid mental foundation. And the fact that he has not been in the media and, he's just been focusing on nothing but training lets me know that he is on a mission of keeping his mind and soul intact. And that way, the body is just going to come together and all three are just going to work in perfect harmony. So, that's a very good point Mike made, and that is something that he should focus on. Alright, now here's an article from Tony Bellew, and I want to read, exactly what he had to say. And he's letting everybody know that this is a must win for Anthony Joshua. There is no coming back from this. Alright, and he said, and he's talking about the reason why he felt as though Anthony Joshua lost the first fight. He said, assessing the rematch, former WBC Cruiserweight champion Tony Bellew told PA, I don't think that AJ underestimated Ruiz in that first fight in any way, shape, or form. I know for a fact he trained very hard and he had a very good camp. What everybody misses is that AJ went into a fight with no fear factor. He thought Andy Ruiz is a good fighter, but he's not the man that can hurt me. He misjudged that. When that happens to you, you can't change that. I've gone into fights thinking someone couldn't hurt me, and when I was hurt, you don't recover. It's unbelievable what happens to you. That's what happened to AJ. He went in, dropped Ruiz in the third round, went in for that kill. That kill far too eager, far too green, with no regard for his defense, got tagged, and he never recovered. The rematch will be very different. For the first time, he will go into a fight knowing his career is on the line, and if he loses again, it will be over. Bellew is expecting Joshua to box smart, drawing on his experiences for his victory over Joseph Parker in March 2018 when he added the WBO crown. Now, I 1,000,000,000% get what Tony was saying. Now, if you've ever been into a fight, now me, I've been in several fights, I've boxed, all types of shit. So basically, you ever been in a fight with somebody, or you knew you were going to square off and get in the ring with an individual that you knew just wasn't on your level. Mentally, you already just felt like no matter what person that they came out to that ring, came out to that front yard, met you at the bell at the end of the day, after school, or whatever the case may be, you felt as though it didn't matter what that person drank, how much he pumped weights, did his push-ups, ate his fucking Wheaties. It didn't matter what this individual did. He just wasn't going to be on your fucking level. Point blank, period. That is all. You were going to come out, crush him, decimate your opponent, get him the fuck out of the way, topple him, and seize victory. Shit. You've had to, because I felt that before. And in that feeling, you don't have those butterflies that some you have when you get into a fight. You got those butterflies, that little bit of fear that sets in there, and it's like fear blended with excitement, and you're just out there, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna size my guy up, square off with him, look for a certain shot so you don't get cracked. Like, man, I don't want to get knocked out. With that fear, maybe getting knocked out, maybe getting dazed, or maybe having to hit the canvas. So you're a little bit more on guard, and you playing it safer, so you filling out your opponent. Yeah, we've all been there. So I 1,000% get where Tony is saying that. You know what I mean? He came out there with no fear. So when he got in the ring, he didn't think he could hurt him. He went for the kill. He got cracked in the third, got dazed out, and that's what kind of led to his downfall. And now he does have something to lose, and he is going to come in the ring with a little bit of butterflies in his stomach. And that is going to attribute to his smart boxing. It's going to attribute to his ability to stay lateral, work the jab. It's going to attribute to his ability to train harder and just do things to the maximum when he gets into this fucking fight. So I have no doubt in my mind, this is the Anthony Joshua. This is the true American debut. He been to America once already. It didn't turn out the way it was supposed to, but this showing is going to dictate how everyone in America truly feels about him. And Deontay Wilder needs to face it. He is going to be the face of American boxing. Now, will there be some doubters? Of course. But I truly believe that the fear, the constant bullshit that Andy Ruiz has been talking on this fucking little media parade, and all of that shit is factoring in, and it's just bottling up inside him, and he's just one big ball of butterflies fucking waiting to get in that fucking ring and just show people that it was just simply a glitch in the matrix, and that, you know what I'm saying, he has ironed it out. Anthony Joshua, has to just become one with himself. So Mike Tyson emphasizing on the mind, with Tony Bellew, goes back to what Mike Tyson was saying, because basically that is all emphasizing on the mind and what his mind state was when he came in the ring. Anthony Joshua has been at the top of the mountain for so long, and we have been riding this wave for so long due to the fact that his skill set, his God-given talent, and everything else. I don't think that we ever as a people were even prepared for him to be in the position where we would be talking about a loss. We probably felt we were going to be in the position of like, yo, when you going to step up, Wilder? When the fuck are you going to man up? Because the contract was there. We gave you the 9 figures, etc., or whatever the next conversation was going to be. We were getting ready for that. The conversation never thought it was going to be Anthony Joshua taking a loss. So now we all had to have a mental reset, and the reality shocked the shit out of us. And this is the point we're at. And honestly, we've all had conversations where we're like, Some people felt like Anthony Joshua needed to lose. But then when he lost, they're devastated. They can't believe it. They fucking turn the other cheek, turn on him. Other people who are really fans of him stayed down. But we've all had the conversation where we felt as though eventually Anthony Joshua was going to take a loss. And I say this time and time and time again. You can't go out and fight fucking pit bulls that are just fucking enraged off of fucking bloody beef and gunpowder every time you get in a boxing match and not expect for this to happen. Well, it's happened now. And it all shocked the shit out of us because we never believed it was going to be Andy Ruiz. We thought we were going to continue to be putting the pressure on Deontay Wilder and hoping this match will come to existence. But now, this is where we're at. We're hearing, the input of Tony Bellew and Mike Tyson. And this is what we absolutely need to hear right now. Because no one person opinion is right when you're speaking about another man. But when you're speaking about another man and you have nothing but good intentions behind him because you're truly concerned and you're worried and you want to know what happened to him here. What went wrong? Because this isn't the person we're used to seeing. It's all good because we can take all of these things and we can compact it. Well, Anthony Joshua would have to compact it for himself. Take all of those mental notes and know that, I got all of these motherfuckers riding for me. They know something wasn't right with me. I know wasn't right with me. So now I'm going to take that, fix it, and all of the other shit that I took in consideration that other people were saying, throw it in my little pot of gumbo and mix it, and I'm going to come out and I'm going to spit that fucking flame on the rematch. That's all I got for you guys, man. And as we always say, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. You guys see the size of Anthony Joshua right here? He's at like 16 3/4 stone or whatever they said he was. I don't know what the fuck stone means. So y'all would have to, please elaborate in the comments and let me know. But this is the perfect way for Anthony Joshua going in a rematch with Andy Ruiz. I think that would be a perfect way for him to move. I think he'll have fucking nice zip on his pop, on his jab. He'll punch with conviction, and I think his stamina will carry overnight. But hey man, that's just some thoughts that I got in mind, man. But Anthony Joshua will be back. Y'all already know what this is, man. This is the Two Hands Up show, and as we always say, it costs you nothing. Pay a nigga no mind. Respect.